Chef Tim again. Second episode of What's Cooking. Today we're going to do scratch pizza dough recipe. The pizza dough we get is from Doughgo, and it's a wonderful company that makes our cookies and also our pizza dough and the breakfast bar that we use. So today we're doing the pizza dough. It comes 20 dough balls in a case, and they're wrapped in a plastic bag. And what you're going to want to do is allow this to thaw out in your refrigerator cooler for 48 to 72 hours, 72 being the ideal number. And when you want to thaw it out, you put it on a sheet tray and make sure the tail of the bag is tucked underneath, and it'll make sure that the pizza dough is not going to dry out. We're in a school setting and we're actually cooking, so there might be some interruptions. Sorry. So this was brought out and set to thaw in the refrigerator, and then we brought it out and it's at room temperature now, and you can see that it's starting to pull away from the bag and it's pretty pliable. So the one step that we need to do that I missed was spray the pan. Spray it with pan spray, and then when you pull the dough out of the bag with gloved hands, kind of work it a little bit, pulling it from the outside, pulling it from the inside out, kind of stretch it so it can make a half a sheet, because one dough ball is a half a sheet and this is a full sheet tray. So just working from the inside out, pressing it with your fingertips or your knuckles, the flat of your hand, just something to move the pizza dough to be able to create like a half a sheet pizza that you would make. So just keep working the pizza. You'll see where the thicker parts are and what you need to kind of move around and press it out until you get a nice even layer, and it should stretch to the corners and sides of the pan. And one pizza dough ball is enough for 10 slices, which would meet 2 grain equivalent for what we need to do for a reimbursable meal. So once we do that, we'll press out the other dough and sauce and cheese them. So again, just working with the dough from the inside out, inside out, inside out, kind of pre-shaping it a little bit for a half a sheet, and lay it down, push it. You can move the pan around wherever you want it to be so you can, press it out. Again, feeling the thicker spots. And if a hole does get created or you tear a little bit, it'll be all right. You can pinch it back together before you sauce and cheese it. And depending on the amount of pizzas that you need to do, you can press them out the day before and then put the toppings on them the next day. It's probably optimal just to do it all on the same day, but depending on how much time you have to prep and what you're doing, let's try it just doing sauce and cheese, and then we'll put the toppings on. How about that? And you see how the one that we've already pressed out is kind of relaxing, so kind of push it out a little more. Keep pushing it to the edge as much as you can. And then when it bakes, it's going to rise up and then just look like a pan pizza that you bought at your local pizzeria shop. So the next step would be to cheese. And or sauce, not cheese, sauce. And we're going to do 1 cup, which is 2 4-ounce, which is the 4-ounce spoodle is half a cup. So we need 2 of these on each pizza dough. And then move it around with the back of the thing. Leave a little edge for a handle so people got something to eat with, right? No one sauce and cheese all over their fingers. Let's get some over here. Whoop. don't know who did that one, but this one looks good. So that was 1 cup on each one. And then for the cheese to meet the requirement, it's 4 cups. So we have shredded mozzarella. So it's a 1 quart container, which is 4 cups. So we'll just spread that around in an even layer. So we'll do the other one. And then it's going to get 32, about 30 slices of pepperoni on top, 14 to 16 slices per ounce. So we'll do 30. So we got 10 slices with 3 pieces each on it. It's important to count the slices so you know that each person's getting the same amount and it meets the requirement that we need and we're not wasting product. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we'll do that on this side. Okay, now we have a potential masterpiece. So this is going to go into a 400-degree oven on a low fan. And we'll come back when it comes out of the oven. You can take a look at it. Just make sure the fan is set to low. We'll walk over to the oven with me. So you'll see the oven is set to 400 and the fan speed is on low. Make sure it does that, okay? And then set the timer for 10 minutes and then close the oven, let it cook, and there you go. So now 10 minutes has gone by. Look at the pizza. It's nice and brown. Looks beautiful. Let's cut it up and have a piece.